Welcome to another episode from Takedowns to Breakdowns with A&P. Today we're here to talk about, well, never mind. Just come as you are.
Ah, there it is.
I think I smell like Teen Spirit.
Oh, there's three there. I don't know.
Polly want a cracker? No. I wish I was on a plane. Wow, I'm going through the whole album.
You're going through the fucking whole album.
I did take my lithium today.
Oh, there it is.
So, yeah. So.
I was wondering where that one was going to come in. I didn't think you were actually going to be able to fit it in.
I have to. It's one of my favorite songs. In all honesty, it is one of my favorite songs. Anyways, we're here to talk about the Nirvana baby, who's not a baby anymore, he's a grown-ass man.
30.
He's 30 now, suing Nirvana for the cover of Nevermind. Now, before we talk about that, let me just say this. This has been a story for the last 3-4 weeks. I mean, it's a big story because everybody in the world of metal, in music in general, is like...
Even people who don't even like rock or metal, they know who Nirvana is.
Everybody knows that cover. It's such an iconic cover. But everybody's like, what the fuck? Seriously, dude? You've been taking pictures of yourself in the pool for the last 30 years.
Of yourself.
Come on. If the judge doesn't dismiss this like immediately, then you know what? I quit.
I feel bad, man.
I quit. This world is not for me. But the funny thing about this story is that 2 days before the story broke, I was listening to the CD. And the CD was playing. I'm looking at the cover and I'm like, wow, I have a feeling like somebody is going to discover Nirvana for the first time, look at this CD, he's going to get mad about it, and he's going to sue the band. Like some random Karen, like some random person.
And I also thought that too. You were listening to it by yourself, but the Nirvana cover is everyone knows it, and I was listening to, I don't know if...
Don't you think it's the most iconic cover?
It's one of the most iconic covers of all time.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I was listening to Nirvana a couple months ago while school was still happening, and I remember on YouTube, the cover was there and everything, and I'm like, looking at this cover, I'm like, shit. I think one day someone's gonna like get really mad about this, come out about it, but then he's gonna defend Nirvana.
The baby.
The baby.
The
as a guy,
the grown-ass man now.
And I thought he would defend them, saying, I don't care about it. Why are you getting mad? It's me in the cover, and I don't care. I actually like being there. So I thought that was gonna happen, which would have been awesome. Absolutely amazing. Some random person getting mad, but then him coming to Nirvana's defense saying, I don't care, I'm in it, and I'm happy about it. Not in a million years would I be sitting here right now talking about how he's mad about it.
He's suing, I don't remember if he's suing for sexual exploitation or child pornography.
Child pornography.
It's something along those lines, which to me is absolutely ridiculous because, first of all, he claims that he didn't give consent. Of course he didn't give consent. He was a fucking baby. How is he going to fucking give consent? I have multiple issues with this. One is that, of course, you didn't give consent. Your parents gave consent. This, to me, falls under the same category as the naked woman who people are painting in art class. That's not pornography.
It's art.
That's art.
It's art.
There's a reason why we call artwork. The cover of an album is called artwork. It's not called pornography. We're not talking about the cover of Hustler magazine or Playboy. We're talking about a cover of an album that you personally had no issues with for
so long.
For your whole life up until now. He's probably broke.
He was bragging about it.
I know, but he's probably broke now.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Because they paid his parents like $200 for it.
The photographer, I read the story. The photographer was friends with the parents, so he asked the parents to do the whole thing.
It wasn't even some random thing. Like, it wasn't like Kurt Cobain walking down the street and looked at the baby in the stroller and was like, you know what would be cool is if I take that baby and throw it in the water
and put a $1 bill
and put a $1 bill there and we make an album cover.
I don't think that even crossed his mind ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
So they only got paid like $200 for it, which, looking back now, I mean, $200, that album has sold so much.
And they used the foot. Okay, so the cover is just a picture.
Yeah.
But if you watch the music video for Come As You Are, there's actually video footage of him in the water swimming after the bill. So we're going to cancel that video too? Is that video now going to be only available on Pornhub?
No.
And if it is that child pornography?
No, he's gonna sue them, and he's gonna take all the royalties from that song, so all the views and stuff, and all the money that song makes, that video.
Wouldn't it be easier to just blur the whole part of him?
No, because I don't think that's really his... Listen, I think he's hiding behind that I don't think
This
that's
story
the whole
is
reason.
this story is so ridiculous.
on.
The guy wants money.
He wants money. So that's what I'm saying. He's not
plain
going to
and
blur
simple.
it. He's going to be like, keep it up, but give me all the money you make from it.
Or a
And
percentage.
No, give me, because he's, or else.
Dude, I don't think listen, I don't even think he's thinking that I'm going to win this. I think he's thinking like he's looking at just to settle.
Yeah.
Like he figures like, oh, Nirvana doesn't want the publicity. They don't want to go to court.
They're just going to give me like...
They're just going to give me a lump sum of money for me to shut up and that's it. I go about my way and no harm, no foul. I mean, my parents only made 200. I think what bothers him is that they only made $200.
Yeah. And that was their fault.
Because to me, if I'm going to be proven right, if they settle this and he gets... I hope they don't. Because I hope that Nirvana says, fuck you, you're not making any money off of us, we'll go to court and let the chips fall where they're made, right? So, but if he settles and he gets a percentage of money, then we know that he was only doing this for the money.
Because if he doesn't want to settle and he wants to full on go...
No, like if he really feels like this cover has damaged him, and he has like this PTSD from being in the Nirvana cover, which by the way, fuck, you can take my picture naked any day you want and use it in your album artwork. I'm never going to sue you. So if that's the case, you would stick to his guns and say, no, I don't want any money. I just want my picture to be removed from that artwork. Like if the reasons why he's doing are valid, that would be the complete path that he would take. Because the money is not going to take away the cover. It's not going to take away the anguish of every time that he walks into a music store and he sees himself naked on the cover of an album.
Because he's going to, because that album's always in music stores. So.
Exactly. I mean, it's their highest sold record.
Exactly.
Like I said, it's one of the most iconic
covers of all time. If you go to any music type store and you ask for Nirvana, it's going to be there.
I can show people who don't listen to metal or who don't listen to grunge or whatever, I can show them that cover without the name of the band, and everybody will know that that's a Nirvana album.
Yeah.
Like who doesn't know that that's the Nirvana album? Everybody knows. So I just find like this story, like what's next? The dude that got punched on the cover of Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera, suing Pantera because he's got locked jaw since 1992 when he got punched in the face. Like what's next? Like, you know, there's so many covers out there that have people in unflattering positions or things happening to them. Like, what? Like, what's going to be next?
The sky's the limit, dude.
It just boggles my mind that this would be, that he would think that this is a good idea. I mean, it's giving him publicity, but it's not giving him any good publicity for that matter.
And I think it's a famous line you always say is, any publicity is good publicity, but I mean...
Not in this case. He's coming across as a complete douche and a moron. Because I really look at this from... I can understand, you know, everything is about context. I always say this to you. Everything is about context. I don't see this album cover exploitative. Like, it's not exploiting the image of the baby.
No.
You know what I mean? I see it more as an art form, like I said before, as you know,
it's
art
art,
class.
Dude.
And
it's artwork.
I see this as artwork. Having said that, would this cover be created today? I don't think so.
Oh no,
I don't think so.
And I think if it was, the
𝗙𝗥𝗢𝗧𝗓 would have been covered. The babe would at least be wearing like swimming trunks.
The dollar bill would cover the 𝗙𝗥𝗢𝗧𝗓.
Oh, I love that.
Which is what they should have done in the first place.
That is true. They should have done that. But then it's kind of hard. Like, why would the dollar bill be there if he's like kind of like swimming? The whole point is that an innocent baby is already attracted to money.
Yeah.
Like there's a specific connotation to the imagery of the album that if you put the dollar bill that low, it kind of defeats the purpose. And I think having the baby naked also shows that you at your most vulnerable, like, you know, a baby naked, like after birth almost, and the moment you come out of your mother's uterus, you're already like, as a human being, you're already attracted to the money.
Yeah.
Like the money's already corrupting you that early. Like, but you can look at that cover from so many different angles.
And that's the whole reason why the album was like that. That's what makes the picture artwork. If that was like that for no reason, they just wanted to have a naked baby there, it would be kind of weird. But since there's that whole thing, I'm guessing and it makes total sense what you're saying is what they were thinking when they were doing that. Then it's artwork. It becomes artwork. But if it was just some random, it's still artwork. But it's kind of weird. Why would they choose that if there was nothing behind it?
This guy probably never been to Europe. I tell you, growing up, you would go into parks and they have statues of like kids peeing, and the fountain is the kid peeing. Like, Well, you're gonna cancel those two? Like,
the kid didn't give consent to become a
that
statue.
kid didn't give consent to become a statue. When you looked at Medusa, he didn't give Medusa any consent whatsoever to become a statue.
He was just trying to do his business.
I just think that this story is so ridiculous. It has put into the forefront the level of stupidity that society has kind of become. Which is kind of interesting too, because if you look back at the original cover, here he was an innocent baby being attracted by the dollar bill. Now here we have him, a 30-year-old man attracted by multiple dollar bills. So it's gone full circle.
It's gone full circle.
It's kind of gone full circle. So what Nirvana was thinking about then...
They chose the right person.
They chose the right guy, because it's totally true now.
Totally true.
If you put him now... The only thing he would complain about now, if you threw him in the pool, is that there's only $1 bill floating. He needs more than just $1 bill.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to pay his bills, which I think is what's driving this whole shenanigan here. Anyways, guys, let us know your thoughts on Nirvana, this album cover. What are you thinking about this? Like, I honestly, when I saw this story,
he's doing it for the money.
I just couldn't believe it, and I had to say, only in America.
Only in America.
Only in America. All right. On that note, guys, we'll see you at the next video. Take care.